During Black History Month, we're highlighting community members who are making a difference.
And today we focus on an Oakland man who was recently honored with the President's Lifetime Achievement Award. Bishop Bob Jackson spent decades working to stop gun violence and bridge the gap between law enforcement and the Black community.
And as Dodlin reports, instead of complaining about Oakland's problems, Bishop Bob is trying to be the solution.
The passion, the energy, the emotions. This is how Bishop Bob Jackson brings down the house.
I surrender.
But Bishop Bob was an unlikely preacher.
I didn't grow up in the church. I grew up in the street. You know, I grew up being a thug and a criminal, and they used to call me Dirty Red.
A drug user, an alcoholic, even spent time in a military jail. Bishop Bob in his 20s, he keeps the picture in his office to remind himself to stay grounded.
This guy was part of the problem in this city. And now God has blessed me to be a part of the solution.
He credits his faith for his transformation. He became a Christian at 31. 7 years later, in 1984, he and his wife opened a small church with 13 members.
This is the first church right here, 5927 Foothill Boulevard. There I am standing there, just received the keys.
Today, Acts Full Gospel is the biggest church in Oakland with close to 4,000 members. His story could have ended there, but he says God had bigger plans for him. About 15 years ago, he noticed a troubling trend.
Members of our church began to leave like the city was on fire. It's almost impossible for them to live here, and many of them have moved out of Oakland. There's been a tremendous Black flight.
The housing crisis turned the preacher into a builder.
No thought in my mind that I would ever be doing anything like I'm doing.
In 2016, Acts partnered with the city and developers to break ground on their first affordable housing complex at 9400 International Boulevard. Families moved into the 59-unit complex the next year.
It's a family unit, 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms.
Across the street from the first building, they're about to finish their second low-income housing complex with 55 units.
5,500 people applied for this. 6,500 applied for this, okay? And so that shows you the need for affordable housing.
The bishop has long expanded Acts' impact beyond its four walls. About 30 years ago, he started the Men of Valor Academy at their old church site. The intervention program aims to reduce gun violence and recidivism.
Since I've been coming to Men of Valor, I haven't been brought back to jail, thank God, but I still have some development skills I needed, like working, how to work, you know what I mean, and how to keep a job and how to talk to people.
You all right?
Yes, sir.
Today, the program has 68 formerly incarcerated men. They live in dorms, attend life skill classes, and learn different trades through on-site job training.
They feed me 3 times a day. I have somewhere to shower. They have excellent employees here that helps with job resources and help with job placements.
Bishop Bob also helped launch Oakland's OK program, which mentors a couple of hundred Black youth. Oakland police officers serve as program coordinators and work with students to improve their grades and break down fears of law enforcement.
Walk them through their education, keeping them in school, getting them the clothes, the shoes, whatever they needed to stay in school.
A few months ago, President Joe Biden recognized Bishop Bob with one of the highest civilian honors, the President's Lifetime Achievement Award.
The largest thing that ever happened to me in my life. I'm still pinching myself.
At 77 years old, he's planning his next big project.
You'll be able to get everything you need to get your feet back on the ground.
He intends to turn this large property at the corner of International Boulevard and 73rd Ave into a one-stop homeless shelter. From transitional housing to substance abuse treatment to job training.
God's not telling me to slow down. There's still work to do. When do we want it? We want it now, now, now.
A lifetime of preaching and service with the focus on the Black community.
Come on, somebody, give God praise. Give him the glory.
He's amazing.
77 years old and still sprinting.
Oh, yeah, and he's an icon, and been an icon here in the Bay Area for so many years, and he keeps building upon and influencing more and more people every year. It's remarkable.
Absolutely.